Hey guys, so I have been racking my brain about what we're going to do this week, because although my mojo is going, I don't know what to create on my channel. Does that make sense? And so I was sitting here and, oh, I just slammed my knees right in my desk, creating, or I should say finishing up the vase that we did last week. I didn't do anything to it. I kind of looked at it and was deciding whether or not I was going to add glossy Mod Podge. I kind of like it matte though, so I'm going to leave it as is. I've been working on a mini album all week long because for those of you who haven't read my blog, Linda, the customer that I had a while back, has decided to make progress on the order that we've decided to do. So I'm back to making those. And I'm sure I'll chit-chat more about that as we go on. So I was looking around, what do I do for tonight? I don't know. And then I thought, you know what? I was watching a video and someone had mentioned, I believe it was Miss D from D Special Things. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. She had mentioned something about paper piecing. Was it Miss D? I have a feeling I'm wrong, which is why I'm still thinking about it. Anywho, it was somebody that I watched, and I'm sorry that I can't remember now, but we all know how lovely my memory is. Anywho, they mentioned something about how paper piecing seems really complicated, and I thought the same thing until I tried it. So, Miss Josie, if you don't want to look, don't peek, Miss Josie has a challenge going, and it's for her birthday, and you have to make her a tag. So this is my very first paper piecing attempt, and I thought it turned out okay, except for a piece of my hair is attacking it. And this is what I came up with. So here's my Prima doll. Oh, can you see her? And all that's paper pieced. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, I think. So, I really need to mail this off to her because I'm totally not going to make the deadline, but I want to send it to her anyway. And that's alright. But I only have one Prima doll, and that's okay, because, you know, I wanted to practice and get used to it, and I'm definitely, if I find them at a really, really inexpensive price, I'm probably going to jump on it if I have the finances available at the moment. I believe her name is Candy, and like I said, she's the only Prima doll I have, so this is what I'm using. I have my big Fiskars, and I'm going to use... That's totally my face. Sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. My markers are way too far back there. My Stays On Jet Black. I'm thinking about buying the brown because I see a lot of people using the brown, and that looks really good too. And I'm just going to ink her up. Yeah, I figure we do a little paper piecing together. I have a little canvas. I think it's 8x8 canvas that I might apply her to because Miss Gabrielle Placo is amazing, and I want to be just like her. Even though I won't be, and that's alright. I'll get over it. And, oh, I just stuck my finger right in that. Don't stamp your finger when you're doing that, because that's a bad idea. So right now, all I'm doing is stamping it onto white cardstock. And I'm only doing white cardstock, because, you know, I would normally do this on a water... Is she on there? Yeah. On, what is that called? Water-based paper, whatever it is. And I want to make sure I press her down really good, so I'm going to stand up real quick. Sorry, guys. Do you have to push this hard? No, but usually if I don't, something comes up missing. But this is basically just my outline. That's all I'm using it for. And I have my Stays On cleaner, because Stays On will stain if you Plus I need to let this dry for a second if you don't clean it up. So I am so bad about taking care of my stamps, and I'm trying to get better about it, so better late than never to start the habit, I suppose. So I'm trying to get better at it. I'm just going to dab that off. So I hope you guys are all having a fun and crafty weekend. I'm totally jealous of all of you who are going to Tuesday morning and finding Prima. Not even a lie. I'm a little tad bit jealous because I can't go. And my Tuesday morning probably wouldn't have it anyway, because my Tuesday morning doesn't seem to like all the cool stuff. I'm just saying. I think my Tuesday morning is just against all the cool bean stuff. Like, I saw some people, Sonia, man, Sonia kills me. Sonia and Kim from Kimbo Creations and Sonia DeJesus. Man, I gotta stop watching them ladies. Because they find all the good stuff, and then I go running, and, because, you know, I babysit, and I get all of, you know, $40 a week, and which is, that's fine, it's cool, it gives me a little bit of money, right? And I run, and they never have it, and then I get upset, because I want it too. Does that make sense? So it kills me. Not watching them kills me, it's my Tuesday morning. My Tuesday morning's killing me. They got nothing. And if they do, I mean, you know, I must be really late to the game, because the early birds are catching the worms and I'm missing out. Sorry, I'm just trying to get in all the grooves there. I want to make sure I can clean it up the best I can. Okay. I think that's as good as she's going to get. And I'm going to stick this back on here. Sorry for the glare if there is one. Make sure I have no left stuff on that. And I was totally going to do, like, you know, my mixed media and spray and all that fun stuff, and I totally spaced the fact that I let my neighbor borrow my stencils, because she's working on a project herself. She, it's so nice to have a crafty neighbor. Even though we don't craft together very often, it's still really, oh, I don't know why I put her away. I'm not done yet. Oi! Here I am talking about paper piecing. I need to actually piece the paper. I shouldn't have cleaned her off yet. That's alright. No big deal. Anyways, this is what happens. I distract myself and then forget what I'm doing. So yeah, she has all my stencils and some of my Lindy sprays and a few other things that she borrowed. So I want to do the video tonight, but you know, I'll make do with what I got. So these are the pieces that, if you remember when I did the hot air balloon, I cut these out and I saved them. They're my scraps. I saved them because I knew at some point I'd want a paper piece again. So I'm going to do 2 pieces for her skirt. So now I just want to ink up, you know, her skirt. Not too worried about the rest of it. What gets inked up gets inked up. The most important part is her skirt. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to stick it on a spot where I know I'll get it all, and I'm going to smush it down. And hope that landed. Alright, so there's 1 piece of her skirt. And I'm going to do it again because I want to do 2 sections to this dress. And I'm going to take this piece and find a spot to land it. Whoops, that would have been bad. I stuck it off to the side. Okay. Alright. That one's good. And then this part I want to do for the top of the dress. Whoops. So now I want to worry about just the top. So if I get anything else, it's fine. The most important part is this right here. And I think, is that going to fit right there before I stick it down? know this is going to look really weird. I'm flipping it up towards me so I can kind of see where I'm landing it, I hope. Oh, come on, lady. There we go. Okay. Oh, release. Perfect. So literally all I wanted, you guys see that okay, was the little top piece. So now I can rip this off and that can go there. I'm going to save that piece for another time. And then, so skirt, skirt, top. I know I'm going to want to do her headband. Oh no, wait, this one doesn't have a headband. Just kidding. Did I create one for her? Is that what happened? I did. Okay. I see what I did. Alright, and then I'm gonna... Oh. This is a paper pad DIY shop. American Crafts. Does it have a name? It's staring me in the face. No, I guess it doesn't have a name. But this was gifted to me by Wendy, who is Crafty Daughter here on YouTube. And I am so grateful that she sent this to me. Not only because, I mean, I love the paper. It's script and graph and ledger and music and all the fun stuff that I love. But I also like using it for skin. So I'm going to stamp her face. And I want the script going this way, so I'm going to stamp her face here. Oh, don't move. Stamp her face and her neck. I hope, did I get her neck? No, I did not. That's alright. I'll get her neck and her arms right here, because I have to stamp her arms anyway. No, I want the script going that way. Okay. Is there an easier way to do this? Probably. I'm like 100% sure that there is. And I'm going to stamp her legs out. Trying to make sure I'm not in an area where I've already stamped. Right. Okay, so now I have her legs, her arms, her neck, and her face. Now I think it's safe for me to... Am I missing anything? Oh, her shoes. What color do I want her shoes? Let's see, shall we? What color do I want your shoes, lady? Okay, sorry, I thought I had all the pieces pulled out, but apparently I didn't. Thought I had enough pieces. Okay, and there's a little spot right here that's blue. At the, just kidding. Wow, that took a lot. So right down here there's a little splotch of blue. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the rest of it's kind of like a lighter color. I'm going to make her shoes that color because her shoes are little. And I just need this little spot right here. And now it's safe to close all this up. And shoes. Right in the corner. Perfect. Yep, there we go. Now I'm going to clean this off again. I don't know if there's a proper way to clean stamps or if there's like a specific way. I just do what works for me, and that's put a whole bunch of cleaner on it and then dab it all off. Seems to be working for me for the most part. Except for when I break a piece of paper towel off and it gets stuck in an itty bitty little groove. But I'm pretty rough with my stamps, so I'm really glad that the ones that I do have are like really good quality and don't want to bust up and break on me, because that would make me very upset. I think I actually broke a Tim Holtz stamp once cleaning it. Or no, I was peeling it off. That's what happened. But I didn't know any better. I didn't realize you had to be careful when you peel off a stamp for the first time. So for any of you who don't know that, be careful when you buy a brand new stamp, because when you pull it off the cling really quick, it, like an intricate piece can rip off. So, and that's what happened, and I was very, very sad. I don't remember which one it was now that I'm sitting here trying to think about it. Yeah, I was pretty upset. I was like, oh man, I didn't even get to use it. Matter of fact, it was off the, did I make those shaker cards on? I don't think I made the shaker cards on my channel. But they were the anniversary ones that I was making for mine and my husband's 1-year anniversary. And, man, I was so upset. It's like a little fancy chandelier looking thing, and yeah, I totally ripped the piece right off the edge, and I was really upset about it. Okay, so that was a really loud smack. I'm sorry. I hate when I do that. I don't mean to, I promise. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to cut her out. I kind of rearranged my desk a little bit, so I've confused myself on where things are, even though I moved them. And I don't know how you women do it that are like really, really fast at fussy cutting. Man, I don't get it. Like, Anna, she is, oh, if I had her patience, man, I would be selling stuff left and right. I can never say her name. Zanero 01? Man, she is like, I think she still is a designer for Graphic 45. But the stuff she comes up with, and like, I don't think she ever has to buy embellishments because she's so good at fussy cutting. She makes her own. I wish I could do it. But I'm so bad at fussy cutting, and I'm so slow that it drives me crazy. Like this little frilly piece right here made me so mad the first time I cut it, because everyone makes it seem so easy, and then my hands start shaking like it is right now. So if you guys want to fast forward through this part, it's probably going to be the next 20 minutes. I hope not. I hope I'm just kidding. But it very well could be. And I know it's not supposed to be perfect, and I get that, but this is the only time where my OCD is allowed to work, because anywhere else in my life it doesn't work very well, if you all know what I'm saying. So when you have 4 kids, it's like shoveling snow while it's still snowing. It's pointless. I don't know how these women do it. Like my buddy, man, she's got 4 kids, and her house is clean enough to eat, you know, off the floor in the backyard. And I keep hearing, you know, train them young, and I'm working on it. But, like, even my 12 and 13-year-old are like, oh, I just cleaned the living room like 5 minutes ago, and then Scarlett walked in, and it exploded. I'm like, yeah, I know. That happens. You guys used to do the same thing. Yeah, but now we know to pick up our stuff. I'm like, yeah, when Scarlett's 12 or 13, she'll know to pick up her stuff too. And like, I know the one tip that I keep hearing over and over again when you're fussy cutting is to do like long strides. I can't. I feel like I lose control of the scissors if I do a really long stride. So I do really short, snippy ones. Which that might be the reason why it drives me crazy, and possibly the reason why it takes me so long. Oh my gosh, what was it, half an hour already and all I did was stamp? Man, I'm slow. How long have I been cutting? I should have looked at the clock. I knew it. I should have looked at the clock before I started. I can't kill... These shakes won't go away. It takes so much concentration out of me. I'm sorry, guys. So, let's get to talking while I'm doing this, because this is going to make for a very long, boring video. We went and saw a buddy of mine. We've kind of adopted each other as siblings, because he didn't have a little sister, and, well, I'm kind of an only child. My older sister, we never grew up together. She was in Kansas while I was in Vegas, and she's my stepsister on my dad's side. But anywho, so we met in 8th grade and totally hated each other and fought with each other constantly like siblings would. And then he, like, disappeared. Or no, I think it was 7th grade, actually, because he disappeared 8th grade year, I think it was. And then we met again in high school. And it was kind of funny because in high school, he kept asking me out, and I was like, no, I don't have time for you. And then we ended up becoming really good friends. So we figured, you know, if we weren't ever going to date, we would be in the friend zone. And we have been ever since. And I just love him to pieces. But he is in a softball league, and they had a tournament, and they just happened to be out here in Arizona. And he is moving to Australia within a couple months. So this is his last tournament. And, you know, we'd never been able to really go see him before because, you know, life happens and things like that. So I took the kids. My hubby had to work, so it was just me and the kids. We all went up. We went and watched him play baseball. We chit-chatted, and it was really, really nice. It's so weird how I see him and all those memories flood back of being, you know, a kid again, and the drama I had. I would give anything to have high school drama again. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Like, not like all the stupid stuff, but, you know, you worried about crazy things when you were a teenager versus, oh my gosh, do I have enough money to pay rent this month? You know, I'd much rather deal with, oh, so-and-so doesn't like me than how am I feeding my kids this week? Not that we have that issue. I'm just saying, you know, when you're an adult, issues are way more serious than when you were a teenager. And it's so funny because, like, my kids, you know, I'm watching them and they're, oh my gosh, my life's so traumatic. And I want to laugh because I want to tell them that it's really not. But I understand that, you know, in the moment, it is that traumatic for them. It is really serious for them. But I kind of want to laugh at them because I'm like, oh man, if only you knew what you have coming. Okay, these little sleeves are redonkulous. There's little poofs to them. And I was watching one lady off Prima Live or whatever, just zip right through it like it was nothing. I'm just like, okay, alright, can't be that hard, right? And then I did it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's taking forever. How did you do that? Of course, I don't think it was the same doll. I don't think that really matters, though. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I'm thinking that maybe I should have done this beforehand, but I know for me, like, I have to watch it start to finish, or I feel like I've missed something. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I'm an odd little duck, and I get it. It's fine. I'm okay with being in my own little bubble. But I thought maybe, just maybe, there is somebody else out there like me who wanted to see start to finish real time. How much of a pain in the tushy is this, and is it worth it? Is it a pain in the tushy? Yes. But the end result, I think, is worth it. That's just my opinion. I really liked how my tag came out, and again, that was the first time I had ever done it. So I was really excited about it. And my biggest thing is I gotta remember to turn my paper, not my scissors. That's my biggest problem. Oh, I'm up to the leg. Yay! Done with the frillies. Okay. Can't see where I'm going. And I don't know how you guys cut backwards.
Hi.
Like, hi. What are you doing?
I'm just saying hi.
Okay, it's bedtime and you've got a sore throat. You need to go lay down.
Hi.
Bye, baby. Good night.
Good night. Oh, Mama.
What?
And can you tell me when you're done with the video?
I will let you know when I'm done, I promise.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It's my little 4-year-old. She's got a sore throat. Probably from all the screaming and running around we did today at baseball. She scared the bejabbers out of me. I didn't even see her sneak up. Usually I can see her when she's coming into the... Before she even hits the craft room, I can see her. Okay, so that's cut out. And now here comes the fun part, which actually isn't as hard as I thought it would be. I have this little cutting mat from Making Memories. And I just take an X-Acto knife and very carefully get your fingers out the way, because, yes, I have made that mistake where my knife picked up from my paper and it sliced my finger, and it was not fun.
I forgot to brush my teeth.
Oh. Sorry, guys. Hang on one second. So yeah, now I know, keep all fingers and anything that can bleed out of the way, because I don't ever want to do that again. I thought I was going to have to get stitches. It was really bad. And the thing was is that I wasn't even cutting paper, like this type of project. I was doing something else. Oh, don't screw it up now. I was doing something else. I think this was before I was even paper crafting, but it was something similar to it, and I had to cut like an itty-bitty little piece, and yeah, totally sliced my finger open. So I'm never doing this again, and here I am paper piecing. So I try to press hard enough to where I only have to do it once. But at the same time, not pressing too hard where I rip the paper that I don't want to rip, and I didn't get all the way through over there. If that makes sense. Okay. And then last little piece. Oh, oh, oh. See, I almost did it again. It's the curves, man. Wherever there are curves, I get in trouble. Okay. So that's all cut out. I can't put that away or that away. Not yet. At least I just got something into my eye. And then I have these Prismacolor brush tip marker. I don't know if the letter B makes a difference. But anyways, I found these, I think, at Hobby Lobby or something. But I just take and color the outer edge. So if there are any mistakes, or I didn't cut exactly perfect, you can't tell. And I just very carefully go around the edge. And it's basically like, you know, edging your papers. But instead of with ink, you just use a little marker. Especially around the little frilly parts, because I know I didn't cut all that right. So when you have like the in-betweens on the frilly part, you can just kind of curl it in and cover that up, so you can't really tell that you may have missed a spot. And this whole back area gets all sorts of screwed up. But that's okay, because no one's going to see it. And I usually go cross-eyed doing this because I'm trying so hard to stare at the line that I'm trying to color. I go cross-eyed. My throat seems to be a little sore too from all the screaming. I feel really bad. They were hoping to win all 3 of their games tonight, and they lost their first one, so they were done early. Not that they were upset that they were done early, but, you know, they're doing a whole tournament thing, so they got to be back at, I think their first game's 10 a.m. tomorrow. Told my brother, I was like, I love you, but the chances of us getting up, dressed, showered, ready to go by 10 a.m. for a baseball game is pretty slim. Because Saturday nights it's dedicated to you guys. So I'm usually up, like my videos start around midnight, 1 o'clock-ish. If I'm lucky, 11, if all the kids are passed out at that point. But, you know, it's their weekend too, so they like to stay up late, watch a movie, camp out in the living room, all sorts of stuff. So, you know, they all go to bed by 11 o'clock, which will be completely different during summer. But that's okay, because during the summer I can, you know, do videos every night if I feel like. Okay, so now I'm just going to take these pieces and start cutting these out. I don't need to deal with all that, so I'm just going to cut that off and deal with this. So cutting out our little shoes here. Without attempting to cut my fingers. So anyways, like I was saying, Saturday night is my night. Me, you guys, drinking coffee, crafting, hanging out, you know, without any interruptions. This is the time that I get to myself. And So I'm up late. I don't know which way I'm cutting this. And my kids all know that. So they know Sunday morning if I'm not up by 8 o'clock, it's alright, because I went to bed at 5 in the morning. You know? All depends on how quick YouTube will allow me to upload, I should say. Because I don't go to bed until it uploads. Because the last time I went to bed and thought it was uploading, it ended up having an error message, and I had to restart it. And I freaked out because I thought it lost my video, and I didn't know what was going on because I had never seen that before. So I panicked. So I told myself from now on, I'm not going to bed until I see upload success. You know. So there's her little shoes. And we'll get her top. And see, here's the fun part. Because all the little frilly cuts are right here on the dress, I'm not doing it on this. So this goes a lot quicker. Because I don't have to worry about all that hot mess. It's just a snip, snip, go. So my kids sleep in late on Sunday. You know, it's the one day we all sleep in late. Well, except for my husband because he has to work early. But, you know, the kids and I, we all sleep in late. And tomorrow we'll do some chores. And then chillax. Because usually we do chores on Saturday, but today we were just crazy, crazy busy. Went to the baseball game this morning. Well, not this morning. It was this afternoon. And just hung out with Sean pretty much for most of the day. And then came home for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Went back to see Sean's last game because it was just the kids and I who went this morning. But my husband wanted to see him too because they're really good friends. They played pool together. So my husband's like, well, you know, if there's time before we go to Pops and Amber's house, which is his dad and his wife, he was like, I'd like to swing by and watch him play a game or whatever, and then we'll head over to Pops and Amber's. I was like, that's fine. So we ended up going back and hanging out again with Sean and his teammates and watching them play a game, and unfortunately they lost. But that's alright, it happens. And, you know, went over there, hung out, and then went over to Pops and Amber's, which is, you know, Grandma and Grandpa to the kids. Celebrated Grandma's birthday over there. Hung out with them for a little bit, and then we walked in the door at about 11 o'clock. No, that's wrong. 10 o'clock. Started my video about half an hour ago. Well, 38, almost 39 minutes ago, I should say. And it's just now hitting midnight, so I have a feeling paper piecing is all we're going to do tonight. Because it does take a while. And I think it's also because I'm still new to it that it's taking me a wee bit longer. So for those of you who are experts, tips, tricks, advice, help, I will take it. For all of you who make it look really, really, really easy, you make me want to cry. Because it's fun, but it requires patience. Okay. And it requires a really good pair of scissors, because the pair of scissors that I was using completely bruised my finger when I was making my other one, and it was not cute at all. It was not nice. Of course, it could also be the way I choke the handles on the scissors, because I do know I do that. I do that when I cut hair too. I choke the handle to make sure I don't drop the scissors in any way, shape, or form, because that would be bad if you're cutting hair and you drop the scissors and you have hair still in, you know, in between the scissors. So I'm going to chop this little piece out here. I hope this isn't too boring. If it is, just be patient, and we'll when we get to the mixed media canvas, because hopefully by then this actually kind of worked out in its own way. Because again, I didn't realize it was going to take me this long. Of course, I always think, oh yeah, it'll be really quick, and then, you know, it takes me forever. So, but anyways, like I was saying, it works out because then I should have my stencils and stuff back. Okay, and I'm going to cut out her little face here. Face and her arms. I will save this because I can continue to use it. I love this paper pad. It's awesome. Okay. And then I'm going to cut a little neck piece out. So like I was saying, we were going to, sorry, just random, because we all know how random I am, and it just popped into my head. I am making mini albums for Linda, but we X'd the idea of using the Tim Holtz binding. For those of you who watched earlier when I first started making the albums, which I think is earlier on in my videos. Yeah, we X'd that idea out, which I was kind of disappointed because I've used most of the paper, and I've used pretty much just about 85% of what she has sent me. She wants, you know, original albums, which is fine and dandy, except that I'm all out of supplies, so she's been a sweetheart, and she's like, I'll send you more stuff, and we'll make it work. And I said, all right, we will make this work. But now I'm running out of ideas for mini albums, so I've been watching Miss Deli Girl, and watching her mini album and basically recreating that. So when I'm done with that, I will do a project share and link her video down below in the description box, so that way if anyone wants to watch, because she makes it so easy and so, like, this is what you do, this is the next step, this is what your page should look like, this is how you should tape it down, and I need it, like, simplified like that for me. I get it quicker and I understand it better when it's simple. And she goes at a pace, which is so funny because she is the same way I am, you know, oh, I'm sorry for being so slow, but at the same time, I'm watching her going, no, 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 it's perfect, because I get it. I totally understand what you're doing right now, and I'm following along with you as you're doing it. So I need to find more videos like that so I can... Oh, I just lost the arm. Look at that. Okay, I see it. Kind of hard to see where I've stamped in such an itty-bitty spot when it's on script. But I need to find more tutorials like that. Here's page 1. This is what you do for page 2. Here's how you do page 3. So on and so forth. I need mini albums like that so I can create a few and then go, okay, let me take this piece from this one and this piece from that one and this piece from this one and put it all in one and make it different. Because when I attempted to make the next album, I made it look exactly like I would have had I been working with the Tim Holtz thing, and it was just bad. I was pretty frustrated. not need all of this on here either. If you don't need it, cut it, get rid of it, because it'll get in your way. Okay, done with all that. This part might as well go too. Get out of there. Keeps bumping my scissors, so I can't cut it smoothly. This is the fun part when I'm trying to cut the face right around the bangs without cutting into the face. Basically what I'm trying to do right now is cut the bangs out, because I can color the hair later. I just need the skin piece. And I use my doll that's completely stamped out as a guide in case, like, especially in the hair, is that an actual place that I need to cut, or is that just a extra line in the hair for decoration purposes? So I look at my doll a lot to make sure I don't chop off something I shouldn't be chopping off. Okay. Alright, got all the bangs out. So now these are all done, because even if I wanted to reuse them, I can't because they've already been stamped. So I'm good with letting those go. So here's her face. And I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to zoom you guys in. Should probably, of course, should have done in the beginning. But I'm kind of mean like that, and I made you guys wait. Let me, oh, this way. This way? Okay. So this is what I'm talking about with the face. Can you guys see that at all? The little wisps that are there? That is going to go around her bangs. Oh, you guys, can you see that? Maybe you can see it a little bit better now because of the white versus the script paper. But I literally just cut around where her bangs are going to go versus where her face is at. So there's that. And there's her neck, which on the first one I did them together. I didn't stamp it down all the way. There's her shirt. And then this arm. And I did the same thing with the arms. Wherever the little frillies are on her dress, I would cut in and out, in and out, in and out to make sure that just her skin is there. And that I'm not covering up any of the frilly part on her dress, if that makes sense. And same thing with her legs. Maybe if I do it on here. Ooh, I forgot I zoomed in. Can you guys see the little zigzag up at the top? That's because of the frilly part on the bottom of her skirt. That's got to line up. So that's that. And then her feet. Shoes are here. And I just want to make sure everything's lining up so far. So far, so good. Okay. On to the skirt. Okay, just cutting off the excess of what I don't need. And again, I'm going to cut off the frilly part. Because, well, I don't need it. Oh, and of course I zoomed in, so now you guys can't see me at all. I feel kind of bad. I didn't realize it took me this long to cut and stamp. Oh, that'll learn me something. I'm so excited. I think I got like 2 or 3 new subbies. So if you're new to my channel, hi! Thanks for hanging out with the Crazy Crafter. I should totally change my name to that. Crazy Crafter. Ramblin' Crafter. Ooh, I kind of like Ramblin' Crafter. That suits me. Because I tend to do that a lot. And it's not just with my videos. So, you know. I do that with everybody. I'll just start rambling and everyone's like, what were you just saying 5 minutes ago? I'm like, I don't know. But I was saying something. Pretty sure it wasn't that important. Otherwise, we'd remember. But it's okay. It's all good. Biscuits and gravy. That's what we always used to say. It's biscuits and gravy. Cut that out of the way. Can you guys kind of sort of see what I'm cutting now that I've zoomed you in? I either A, need to get a better camera, or B, need to figure out what's going on with my lighting, because when I first started doing, not when I first started doing videos, because when I first started doing videos it was bad, it was on my phone, and they were always like the wrong way. I could never figure out which way I'm supposed to go with my phone so that it's full screen, so it would just be like the little strip. You guys know what I'm talking about? So, anywho, I either need to get a better camera or better lighting. And I bought the OttLight thinking that was going to work. Yeah, that totally backfired. I don't know if it's because I have such a dark desk, but it just turns everything white. At least it's how it looks to me when I'm looking at the video. My little screenshot on my computer. Because I look at my computer and see what you guys see. Okay. And now to decide which one do I like more. I'm thinking I like... One, two, three. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them and alternate them. Well, see, now that just makes everything white too. Hang on, close your eyes. Does that make anything better? Does that make it better? Worse? Better? Worse? Maybe. I don't know. Let me know. We're almost done. Okay, so here I'm going to alternate, and I'm going to cut this one. And I'm going to save these pieces. Y'all can laugh. It's cool. I'm going to save these pieces because I already have another skirt made. And I would tell you where I saved the pieces from the last one, but I just now thought of that, so I don't think I saved the pieces. Because I'm not that smart. Just kidding. At least I figured it out. Better late than never. So, that piece is going to go there. And this piece is going to come here. We're going to cut this piece. It's kind of a pain. You go back and forth, back and forth. I only go back and forth, so I don't confuse myself, because it's so easily done. Okay. That one needs to go here. And then this guy. And the thing with paper piecing is that it's not always going to be exact. Maybe for everyone else, but not for me. It's not exact because even though I stamp exactly the same, because obviously I can't change a stamp, I don't always cut in the same spot. So one time I might cut before the line, one time I might cut directly in between the line, the next time I might cut, you know, outside the line, and it screws everything up. Oh, I need this piece. Like, where's my middle? Just kidding. So I just line it up to the best I can, and usually you can't notice. Not that one. This is apparently what I get for finishing an entire video in an hour last week. Well, an hour and like, what, 7 minutes? Still very proud of that, by the way. Pretty proud. I finally did it. Are you kidding me right now? I turned my aught light on, and now I have a moth trying to attack it. I did not turn that on for you. I turned that on for me. Okay. So you see what I mean? Can you guys see it? Now I have two skirts. And they alternate. No, they don't. What am I missing here? Something here is not right. This piece. Haha. Found you. No, no, no. Still wrong. This, 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 this. This, this. Aha, got it. Okay. So then, I'm going to save that, which I actually have. Dude, out, out, just out. Go. Not in the copy. Okay. That could have been bad. Has anybody else done that before? I've actually smacked them off right into my fresh pot of coffee. It was pretty depressing. So I have these because when I first started crafting, coin envelopes were the thing to put in your mini album. Can you see how many I've used? I think I've used one. And I think it was for coins. Because I, for the life of me, can't remember how to put them into my mini albums or why. I don't remember why I thought it was so cute. But now I have 250 of them. But the cool thing is now pocket letters are like in, and I think I could use that for, you know, when I get the courage to do a pocket letter. But for now, I'm going to shove these pieces in there, and that go with my scraps, and hopefully I'll remember that I have a skirt in there already, and I won't stamp it all out again. Then I'm going to use this. Oh wait, I got a marker. Mark it all up first. Oh my goodness, we're almost at an hour. So again, you take this. Oop. See, now I'm nervous. Time's ticking, time's ticking. So, and it doesn't have to be a special marker. Just any marker. Just to cover up the white lines on the side. That's all I'm doing. And I think as I'm doing that, take all my pieces off so I don't mess anything up. Because I did that before. Oop. Take this off. Oh, glue things all crazy. Like, because I can't get anything in the tops anymore. I don't know what I did to make them so angry. One of them I had to throw away because I got frustrated. And I bent the stick that I had in there originally, and it bent so bad that it like split, and then I couldn't get it back out. It was really frustrating. So I don't know if there's a place where I can just buy the tips and use those. That would be awesome. So now I'm just lining these up and lightly stick that down. Did I do this one already? Yep. This is the quicker part of it, I should say. Usually I would go through and mark everything, but I want you guys to kind of see it pieced together. Oh, this fly. It's going to drive me bonkers. Dude, we are not friends, not even close. Go away. It's like buzzing in my ear. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. My mic seems to be like ultra sensitive. I noticed that in the last video that I was watching of mine when it was uploading. Because I try to watch as it's uploading. So if, you know, I do something really bad, I can stop the upload before I upload it completely. I'm just kidding. You guys know me. I don't edit anything. I don't. All mess ups are there. All things done right are there. Because number one, I don't know how to fix it anyway. And number two, I'm just not gonna. Everyone seems to like the real time and the as boring as some videos may be versus others. It is who I am, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I had a little piece that wasn't cut all the way and it was sticking up. Okay, so can you guys see that so far? I'm gonna go ahead and keep going, guys. It's not a finished project, but at least this part will be done and ready to go. If that fly does not quit buzzing by my ear, I'm gonna Mr. Miyagi it. I'm telling you. I don't have a pair of chopsticks. I'm thinking about it. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, it's Karate Kid. Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. And it's the original Karate Kid. Because when I told my kids Karate Kid, they're like, what are you talking about? Because I think, it's Jackie Chan. I think Jackie Chan is in the new one with Will Smith's son. And it's so sad that I have to say Will Smith's son only because I can't remember his name. And I would know it if I saw it. Okay, make sure all that lines up. Get some shoes on. Oh, I just stabbed myself with that metal piece. Scared myself. Oh, my desk was apparently open. My drawer, I mean, not my desk. Alright, dude. It's like whispering sweet nothings in my ear as it's flying by. So not cute anymore. Stop it. Did I get these at Tuesday morning? Sorry, another random thought. I'm sitting here going, did I pick these up at Tuesday morning? Because I don't think I would have picked them up at Hobby Lobby. The only ones I picked up from Hobby Lobby were the Spectrum Noirs. And that's because I had a 40% off coupon. I don't know. I think I did. They came in a 4-pack. There's red, blue, and like a teal color, and then the black one. It all came together. And it's so funny because the black one's the only one I use. Not that I'm saying I'll never use the other ones, but I'm just saying, you know, I haven't found a purpose for them yet. Okay. So I'm going to glob some up top, and I'm going to use my finger to smear it into where the bangs are. Only because there's no way I'm going to Get that thing on there. And sound out in view. So I want to make sure this is tilted just right. Hang that on there for just a second. Okay, she's coming together slowly but surely. Oh, I should have done the neck piece. That's all right. Too much, too much. Okay. No, now I'm in a hurry and I'm messing up. Don't do it. I don't want to stick my finger down because I know I have ink all over my fingers. Okay, and again, there's like little bumps and grooves over here. Okay, a couple more pieces, guys. Glue is tricking me. It's coming out thicker than I thought it was. Stay where you are, buddy. Okay, and then the shoes. Last part. Okay. Flip that over, and there she is. I'm going to turn this light off, so it's going to go really weird for a second. Hang on. Alright, can you guys see her? Did I make it worse? Maybe if I hold it for a second. No? Oh, there we go. Ta-da! So, even though that took me an hour and forever, it's fun. Like I said, end result, totally worth it. Do I enjoy doing it? No, because I'm really bad at cutting paper, and it's frustrating. But I'm learning to be patient with it, and that, I think, is very important, because I'm teaching myself something that I know I should have, that I don't have a lot of, but it's, you know, I teach myself, kind of. And then I'm going to color the hair in with Spectrum Noir markers, just so you guys have a heads up on what's going on. Here's my canvas. Thought I would do a cute little springy canvas. And then, because for me this means a lot, what appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning. And this is by Delusions by Diane Reevely. That means a lot to me because if you know my backstory, the car accident ended my career at Walgreens. And that was the end of something. But it gave me crafting, which was my new beginning. Because I never did any of this. I crocheted little bits here and there, but never anything like I have now. I mean, I've crocheted clothes, I've crocheted baby blankets, I've crocheted hats for donation, I've crocheted scarves, and I mean, just a million more things. I mean, you guys saw the skirt and backpack that I did for my girls. I would have never done that before had I still been working for Walgreens. So even though I was upset in the moment, I understand why it happened. This is the route that I'm supposed to be on. So that one means, like I said, a lot to me. What appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning. And it's just so true, regardless of how much you don't believe it in the moment. So that's going on this canvas, and we're going to see what else we can do with it soon as I get my stencils back. we can start playing again. I'm going to color her hair off screen because I'm not really that good. So when I get more practice and I have a Z bit more confidence with it, I might get on here and do a video with how I color. But yeah, so we're going to keep playing with this and see where we go with that. So thank you guys so much for everything, your comments, and just conversations with a few ladies that I've had these last couple of days have been extremely helpful. And if you guys want to shut off the video here, I completely understand because we're at 11 minutes, or an hour and 11 minutes. But for those of you who leave comments, and if you don't, that's okay too. I mean, you're not obligated in any way, shape, or form. But those of you who do, these last couple of weeks, I can't begin to explain how much you guys have lifted me up. You know, reminding me that there are no mistakes in crafting. There's nothing wrong with anything that I do. Even though I may not have confidence in what I do make pretty things. And you guys remind me constantly, stop putting yourself down. Stop saying negative things about yourself. You belong here. You're good at what you do. And some days that sinks in and I believe it, and other days it's harder. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the fact that you, ladies and gentlemen, keep digging that into me and keep pushing me to believe in myself, that, you know what, I'm in this realm for a reason. I'm doing what I'm doing because it's where I'm supposed to be in the moment. And for those of you who remember, I made this hot air balloon. I went out and bought more pots. I am going to start selling these. You guys have, I mean, just, how do I even begin? Just thank you. Thank you so much for believing in me and believing that, you know what, there is a future here for me and that I can do something with this career-wise. Am I ever going to be Frank Garcia or Diane Ravely? Probably not. I'm never going to be a Tim Holtz. But you know what? I'm going to be an Amy Taylor, and by God, I'm going to be good at doing it. So, that's that. And I have you guys to thank for it, because I would have never believed in myself and thought that I was good enough to do this, and here I am. So, I'm going to start selling a couple hot air balloons on my Etsy shop, I think, unless it's just easier to sell it here on YouTube. I don't know. Still trying to figure out price, because I'm sitting here going, how much would I pay for this? Because Miss Erica just pointed out, she's like, well, how much would you pay for it? I would pay $15-20 for it. But then I'm sitting here going, well, what about shipping? How do I do that? Do I add that onto the price? Is it separated on its own? I don't know how that all works. So, you know, I'll figure that out as it goes. But again, I just want to say thank you guys so much, because you guys have no idea. These last couple of weeks have been a mental battle for me, and you guys have pushed me into believing I'm good enough, believing and slowly building confidence and saying, you know what, yeah, my videos are an hour long. Yeah, I'm gessoing one canvas for an hour, but I'm keeping someone company. I am pulling somebody out of a depression phase because they're too busy laughing at whatever it is that I'm saying in the moment. And that right there means more to me than anything else. Because I fight depression. I fight anxiety. I fight it all, and I get it. I so get it, and it's so draining, especially when you feel like you're alone. So if I can pull one person for an hour and 15 minutes away from depression, I've done my job. I've done what I was set here to do. Because I'm not just here to craft. I stated in the very beginning that I want to help. And I want to help in areas that I know how to help. And you know what? I watch you guys too. And you guys pull me out of my funk and remind me that life is worth living. And you know what? Maybe today was a bad day, but tomorrow might be a good one. So I want to be around for it. So again, sorry, kind of went a little deep there in the end. But I wanted to tell you guys thank you so much, because you guys have pulled me out of a mental rut. No, you don't need to be playing with the candy. Put it up. No, leave it alone. You're making too much noise over there, please. Stop. I'm like 2 minutes away from being done. Stop. Thank you. Sorry. She's over there playing with a candy bag, and it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So, anyways, like I said, last week, 2 weeks, I've been in a mental meltdown, and you guys are helping me pull myself out of that. I don't need a therapist. I don't need a psychologist, not when I have scrapbooking and crafting and you. So, thank you so much for that, and I hope that I do something like that for somebody else. I hope that I can help somebody the same way that you guys have helped me. So, on that note, hopefully I get my whatchamacallits back, my stencils back, and we'll get going on the video. So, thank you guys again so much for listening, for hanging out, for sticking in there with me on this journey that I'm on, and pushing me through it, because without you guys, I'm nothing. So, thank you guys again so much for everything. Bye.